right, a beautiful morning to you and yours. Rise and shine. It is 2 minutes past 8 a.m. from the studio of Melody 100.7 FM. And it is the 22nd day in the month of August. And I am here for another amazing edition of Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. And we are here and we are about to go through everything together, you and I, that is. Be here in the studios from now till 9:55. Okay, so we'll be going through quite a number of things. Like I said, between now and 8:10, we'll be checking out the weather forecast for today and also motivating one another. Okay, and by 8:10, I will be going through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies. Okay, and once it is 8:30, the sports crew will be in the studios to take us through the world of sport, telling you what is what in terms of sport and everything sports related. And once it is 8:50, I'll be back in the studios, and by 9 a.m. we'll be going straight into the People's Assembly, where we'll be talking about a particular conversation this morning. Okay, so we would then lead up us to 9:30, and then the Mechanics Lounge will come on air between 9:30 and but to the time that I end the show today. Okay, so yeah, it's a packed show, so to say. 30 minutes of talking about car-related issues. Really great stuff, right? All right, now, so the weather forecast for today, first off, we'll be looking at that, and it is 20 degrees Celsius right now in the city, and temperature will keep rising to peak at 28 degrees Celsius in the afternoon before we start dropping to 23 degrees Celsius much later tonight. Okay, and the chance of rain falling is 60%. Chance of rain falling today is 60%. So it is well over 50%. So it could fall at any time in the afternoon, between afternoon and evening, according to this. But it might fall before then. Because these things, like I always do say, are sort of unpredictable. But just know that it gives you an idea of how the day is going to go in terms of temperature and everything. So 60% chance of rain falling. If you're still at home, you might want to take an umbrella or maybe just a jacket, something to hold the cold. Okay, so it might fall between 2 p.m. and evening today. All right, 60% chance, might not even fall at all, but just in case. Now let's check out the motivation quote for today. The motivation quote for today is something that I feel that, it's not something new. It's not something you've never heard before, but we just need to keep emphasizing that. The quote actually says, man often becomes what he believes himself to be. Means that I'll take it again, man often becomes what he believes himself to be. All right, that means that a person's core belief about themselves directly influence their mindset, actions, and ultimately their reality. So if you believe that you can achieve something, you are more likely to take the necessary steps and develop the capacity to do so. And even if you start without the skills, conversely, believing you will fail can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, hindering your efforts and leading to failure. I'll take that again. Conversely, believing you will fail can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, hindering your efforts and leading to failure. Now, let's break down the quote for a bit, right? So, power of self-belief is very important, very key, according to this quote. The quote emphasizes that our thoughts and beliefs about ourselves are incredibly powerful, and also shaping our reality is something that I have actually spoken about it before, and I would just try to emphasize again. These beliefs can shape our reality by influencing the plans we make. Okay, so the actions that you take and the habits that you form start to shape your reality. So let's look at positive versus negative beliefs, right? So positive beliefs rather is actually believing that you are capable of doing something can lead you to acquire the necessary capacity and achieve success. But the negative part is believing you are incapable to make it happen, or you are, it can actually make you incapable of doing it if you believe that you're incapable of doing something, right? So often by leading you to avoid the efforts needed. So if you keep thinking that, you can't do something and you keep saying that to yourself over and over, it starts to become your reality, because you would then not put in effort that you ought to put and everything. So self-fulfilling prophecy is also another part of this quote, because the concept highlights how a strong internal conviction can manifest outwardly. Self-fulfilling prophecy, that is self-conviction. You have to be convinced in yourself that you can do something, and then it starts to manifest outwardly. So agency and control is just that, we have control over our thoughts and our beliefs, and by cultivating positive ones, we can take charge of our lives and environment. So overcoming obstacle is very key as well, because the underlying message of this quote is that to overcome challenges and achieve goals, the first step is to believe in your own potential. So when, motivational quotes, motivational speakers actually do say, if you think it, you can do it. It's not, a lot of people have actually thought that, or, taken that to mean that it's just wash, right? If you can think it, you can do it. But it starts with internal conviction. If you believe inside of your mind that you can do something, the rest is simple. I mean, it might not be simple, right? But the rest is actually the first step to actually accomplishing a lot, is to have that self-conviction that you can do it. Okay, so that being said, I'll be heading back to the music, and once you start thinking positively, you have a positive mindset, things will not be as it was. Okay, things will not be as it were, before you start believing in yourself. So today I'm going to charge you to start believing yourself and start, conquering the challenges and the world by extension. All right, this one is Harry Styles doing As It Was. Stick around. I will be checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies in a bit. Harry Styles doing As It Was, and this is still Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM, 11 minutes now past 8 a.m. this morning from the studios, and it is time to go through various front page of Nigerian dailies this beautiful morning. All right, I have the Guardian newspaper, I have the Nation, I have Nigerian Tribune, I have the Punch newspaper, and I have a Vanguard newspaper this very morning. So we'll begin from the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning, checking out headlines on the front page. And the first one reads, foreign portfolio inflows drop 30.7% to 50.48 billion naira in July. And that story can be found on page 19 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To another one, insecurity aggravating, pains in North, says ACF. And that story can be found on page 9 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. ASU threatens strike, rejects federal government's loan scheme. That story is also on page 9 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Olu of Warri flags off Worth Trust Fund with 750 million naira. The story is on page 12 of Vanguard newspaper as well. Now to the biggest headline on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper: climate change, how floods worsen Nigeria's healthcare woes. That story has about a handful of riders attached to it, like 3 riders attached to it. Says havoc from floods, heat, unpredictable weather. That's the first rider. Another one says experts warn of deadly rise in diseases. Another one says Nigeria on environmental cliffhanger. And the final rider says why proactive and inclusive policies are imperative to check a looming disaster. And that story can be found on page 14 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. To another story on the front page, more of picture stories actually on the front page of Vanguard this morning. Convicted foreign nationals being deported from Nigeria. You think it wasn't a thing? It is a thing. So some of the 51 foreign nationals convicted and sentenced for cyber terrorism and internet fraud being deported by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, as seen at the airport yesterday. That story has a picture right there on the front page of a Vanguard newspaper this very morning as well. There is also a picture, a story at Olu of Warri's 4th anniversary yesterday as well, with a picture attached to himself and his queen. His Majesty and his queen were actually seated during the homage paying at the palace grounds in Warri. All right, now that story also, you can find more stories on that one, more pictures rather, on that story on page 12 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. So another one, Vanguard's health outreach brings joy to newspaper vendors in Lagos, and that story can be found on page 13 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Tinubu departs Japan for Brazil, and that story is on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Process ongoing to name terrorism financiers in Nigeria, says CDS. That story is on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. So another headline, 2027 fresh crisis looms in PDP over zoning formula. And that story can be found on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Now, moving on from Vanguard to the Punch newspaper this morning. The first headline reads, PDP crisis. That is the kicker. The Wike camp rejects zoning talks with Makinde and Diri. That story has a rider attached to it. It says PDP governors convene in Zamfara to resolve convention deadlock party crisis. And that story can be found on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. United Kingdom leads Nigeria's first quarter capital inflow with 5.5 trillion naira. And that story can be found on page 26 of the Punch newspaper this morning. To another headline, United Kingdom recognizes Alaafin as Yoruba supreme ruler. Wade tells Oni. And that story is on page 3 of the Punch newspaper this morning. So the biggest headline on the front page of the Punch newspaper, CDS, that is the kicker of the story, 2027 polls behind surge in killings. And that story has two riders attached to it. Says steady flow of foreign cash empowering terrorists, says Musa. And another writer says Nigeria facing growing security risks from Sahel conflicts. And that story, that statement is credited to the defense chief. All of that can be found on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Also on the front page of the Punch newspaper, there is a picture attached to it that shows EFCC and NIS expelling another 51 foreigners jailed for cyber fraud offenses. And that story is on the front page of the Punch newspaper this very morning. All right, so another headline. This one says the external reserves climb to 44-month high of $41 billion. That story can be found on page 21 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. So another headline, 3 United States-based Nigerians jailed 8 years for $520,000 fraud. And that story can be found on page 5 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Or you're to pay 1 billion naira compensation on circular road project. And that story can be found on page 7 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. Now moving on to Nigerian Tribune this morning. The first headline on the front page of Nigerian Tribune says Nigeria's FX reserves hit $41 billion, highest since 2021. And that story can be found on page 5 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Every Nigerian should learn combat skills for self-defense, says Chief of Defense Staff. And that story can be found on page 21 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. To the biggest headline on the front page of Nigerian Tribune, PDP crisis, that is the kicker. Makinde talks tough. And that story has a handful of riders attached to it. First one says, when people go low or go into the gutters, I do not go with them, he says. Another one says, expresses readiness to reach out to the aggrieved. Another writer says, Southern leaders kick disowns a Lagos zoning meeting. Another writer says, a party not dead will offer better option in 2027, says Governor Diri and others. And the final writers attached to that story says, NEC meets on Monday to adopt zoning committee report. And that story can be found on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. So another headline, why I won't be in supremacy battle with any Oba, says Alaafin. And that story can be found on page 22 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Woman mistaken for kidnapper in Kwara killed in jungle justice. And that story can be found on page 29 of the Nigerian Tribune this very morning. So another headline, or your government approves a 1 billion naira compensation for circular road project, disburses 600 million naira. And that story can be found on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. To health matters, vegetarian diet can slash cancer risk up by up to 45%, according to a study. And that story can be found on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. We will get over our local governments back. And that statement is credited to Governor Adeleke, and this story has a writer attached to it, rallies PDP members for 2026 election. And that story can be found on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune as well. And the final story I'll be taking on the front page of Nigerian Tribune this morning, ASU threatens fresh strike, rejects federal government's loan scheme. And that story has a writer attached to it, mobilizes members for rallies across universities next week. And that story can be found on page 3 of a Nigerian Tribune. And to the Nation newspaper this morning, the first headline on the front page of the Nation newspaper says Edo government steps up anti-cultism crackdown. That story has a writer attached to it, says cult leaders wanted. And that story can be found on page 5 of the Nation newspaper this morning. To another headline, student loan disbursement hit 86.3 billion naira, says Nel Fund. And that story can be found on page 4 of the Nation newspaper this very morning. First Lady to empower 1,000 women today in Lagos. And that story is on page 5 of the Nation newspaper as well this very morning. Now moving on to the biggest headline on the front page of the Nation newspaper. PDP convention threatened by leaders' battle over zoning. And that story has a writer attached to it. It says South Party chiefs reject jury Makinde stakeholders Lagos meeting decision. And the story starts on the front page of the Nation newspaper to continue on page 2 of the Nation newspaper this morning. To another headline, APC takes Zamfara Assembly seat after rerun. And that story can be found on page 3 of the Nation newspaper this morning. To another one, Lagos Ports for renovation. And that story is on page 7 of the Nation newspaper this very morning. To another headline, be part of our steady rise. Tinubu tells diaspora Nigerians. That story is on the front page, but continues on page 2 of the Nation newspaper this morning. To another headline, Olatunji Dare donates building to Kogi Universities. And that story is on the front page of the Nation newspaper, but continues on page 6 of the Nation newspaper this very morning. To another headline, this one says CDS terrorists thrive on funds from illegal gold mines. And that story, as writers attached to it, says DSS tracking politicians funding terrorists. And that story is on the front page of the Nation, but continues on page 3 of the Nation newspaper this very morning. The final headline I'll be taking from the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning says Mba restores Okpara's vision with rehabilitation of Hotel Presidential. And that story is on page 3 of the Nation newspaper this very morning. And finally, moving on to the Guardian newspaper, the first headline I'll be taking says harder, faster, faster. That is the kicker of this headline. And it says how quest for sexual validation boosts manpower business organ damage. And that story can be found on big story pages 4 and 5 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. To another headline, despite mounting debts, NNPCL declares 185 billion naira profits, pays FARC 7.9 trillion naira. And that story can be found on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. To another headline, the biggest one on the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning, Alafin versus Oni, old warpath for new entrants. And that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. To another headline, rifts deepen in PDP over Lagos gathering ahead of Ibadan convention. And that story can be found on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. To another headline, RMAFC defies uproar, reviews rare numeration packages for Hafiz holders. And that story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. To another headline, Catholic bishops threaten to dismiss politically inclined clerics. And that story is on page 30 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. To another headline, Ebonyi landslide kills 2 as state government seals a mining site. And that story can be found on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Nigeria's FX reserves hit $41 billion, highest in 44 months, says CBN. And that story can be found on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. And this is as far as we can go this morning, checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies. And we're heading back to the music now. And this one is Why Love by Ashake. Do not forget, by 8:30, the sports crew will be in the studios to take us through the world of sport. It is 8:25 right now from the studios. But in the meantime, stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Baferu me, consider lucky. My baby, let's keep on jamming. This fire cannot cool down, baby, tell me to snore me. Body shalom, my baby. Alomo la boligo, ya Rabbi. Ilahi ọba tó dá mi, ó dá mi tán, orí big money. My dad, confessor, you are the one. Brother, my one. My baby, you are my special one, my bestie. You know I'm a soldier boy, but in your case I'll calm down. My your confidence, you bust my head, take it easy. One for the road, keep it steady. Two for my girl to get energy. But the magnetizing, fascinating. You light up the room, illuminating, captivating. Who can charge me? Such for the bad me, keep it moving, rora body. My dad, confessor, rora my wine.
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody.
Drum roll. Oh. You're so beautiful in my eyes. Steady troubling my mind. Oh. If I not go, you go pass me by. So telling you my mind. See, this life can be short or long. No one is promised tomorrow. I call you my present, I'm my future too. And now that I've got you, I'm not letting go. I won't let you go. Let me show you I can. Would you stay with them?
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
It is 8:31 a.m. from the studios, and this is a Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. All right, now it is time to talk sports. My name is Bolabad, by the way, and there is Bobola in the studios, and also there is Fortune in the studios. A bit of morning to you guys.
Good morning, Bolabad.
How's it going?
Very well.
How's your week been?
I mean, it's been very, very chilled. And there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the world of sports. The Nigerian Premier Football League is back.
Oh my God, Daniel is not here. I was going to tell him that I saw their newly released, third kit for the season.
Yeah.
That just is fire. Like, honestly, it is fire. Like, 'cause I was like, this is the jersey that is befitting a world champion. Yeah, this is what I'll talk about. But I mean, it's not here. But I'm saying it regardless anyway. Hopefully, he listens and hears that I'm praising his club. So he should not come and drag Man United when he comes back.
That's Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah, okay.
Their third kit came out, I think, on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they unveiled on Wednesday, and it's
fire. They have a game today.
Yeah.
But I don't
Hopefully
think they're going to
win. Hopefully people win. You can't go and do all those photo shoots. Like, I'll show you pictures. Like, it's lit.
Wow.
Like, really lit.
I've not seen it, but I would go and check it out after the show.
So, what else is going on?
Yes, and we have transfers when it comes to Nigerian football. Just like the English Premier League last week, it started. Now the Nigerian Premier Football League is starting.
Okay.
And Remo Stars and Rivers United, they're going to be the first one launching it. Usually in top leagues, the first or the last season winners usually start the league. Last week it was Liverpool that started. This one for the Nigerian Premier Football League is Remo Stars that started. So we're going to be talking about that today on the program. A few transfer stories because it's still not over yet. September 1 is when the transfer is going to be closing. And Premier League games are today and tomorrow. We'll talk about that today on the program.
Okay, so that being said, that we're telling you all about that and more. It is time to talk sport. I'll be back in the studios by 8:50, but in the meantime, stick around.
From deep and out. That's a smashing ball. It's Martins.
Chelsea, Yobo, good ball.
And it's just out to the phone.
Second goal, Odesi.
Sensational. What a wonderful finish. That is the most embarrassing own goal. Oh, what a goal. That's something out of nothing. He struck it sweetly. And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
Alright, it's the beautiful time again to talk sport on Melody 100.7 FM. This is where we serve you the best of sporting stories making rounds the world of sport. Alright, today we've got lots of stories to talk about. We'll talk about the NPFL. Yes, it's set to begin today. Just like last week, the EPL was back and the Nigerian Premier Football League also is back with Remo Stars and Rivers United. We'll talk about that today on the program. And yes, we'll briefly talk about Lagos State because something is about to go on Lagos State. All right, there. We'll talk about, foreign leagues because, we have a game today. Chelsea Football Club would be playing today against West Ham. Yes, we'll talk about that today on the program. All right, I've got Fortune Ogba, the Sport Jollof. Fortune, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, the Sports Bamba. It's another nice time to be on the radio. It's a beautiful weekend. Sports stories here and there. The MPFL is back. Of course, it's another beautiful time to be a sports lover. Good morning and welcome.
Why is your vibe really low today? What's wrong?
Well, my jollof was not well cooked. it had a lot of salt, so it has reduced my morale. But then we're good.
All right, I'm Akimbo Bola Egunfemi. Welcome on board. All right, starting from Lagos State, where the Director General of Lagos State Commission, Lekan Fatodu, has reaffirmed the state's readiness to host the 10th edition of the National Youth Games in 2026. Lagos State submitted its bid to host the games earlier this year, and as part of the bidding process, top management staff of the Lagos State Sport Commissioner, alongside National Sport Commission delegates, embarked on a 2-day inspection tour of the sports facility across the state. The tour began at the Lekan Salami Stadium, Teslim Balogun Stadium, in Surulere, and continued the National Stadium. Other expected venues included the newly refurbished Elegbata Stadium Yes, a sport complex, the iconic Bolabad Johnson Arena in Onikon, the Cricket Oval at the Tafawa Balewa Square, and also Bolabad Johnson Sports Center, Aroe Park in Yaba, the University of Lagos Sport Complex, CMS Grammar School in Bariga, and Agege Stadium. Speaking during the facility inspection, Saturday emphasized that Lagos State's experience in hosting major tournaments and expressed confidence in delivering a landmark event. All right, leaving Lagos State, let's talk about the fact that the Nigerian Premier Football League is set to begin. And yes, it's between Olders, Remo Stars, and Rivers United, and they would clash in their opening feature of the 2025-2026 Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) today. And the match day one encounter will hold at the MKO Abiola Stadium at the Sport Arena in Abeokuta. Remo Stars have settled for the stadium as their temporary home ground due to ongoing renovation work at the stadium in Ikena. Rivers United finished in the second place with behind Remo Stars last season. The two teams will be out to open the new campaign with a win. Rivers took 4 points off Remo Stars last season. The Finidi side have just lost just once in their last 11 meetings in the NPFL side. All right, both sides have met twice in the opening day fixtures, and Rivers United have came out top on both occasions at home, winning 2-0 in 2023 and 1-0 in the 2019 campaign. Fortune, what do you make of it? The NPFL is back and it's Olders, Remo Stars against a second place winner. Not winners, second place in the NPFL last season, Rivers United. What do you make of it?
Well, I think it's a very nice one. It's nice to start with this kind of rivalry because over time, I think we've come to see these guys really battle it out. Even though Finidi George knows how to do a number on his opposite, opposite man there, but it's a nice one. The stats don't lie. 11 outings so far, and it's been difficult for Remo Stars to get one over. I think the last time they did it was about 2 seasons ago, where they got a 2-1 victory over Rivers United. There, if not, aside that, it has always been a one-way traffic for Rivers United, Finidi George and his boys there. Plus, considering the fact that I think from the stats you read twice previously, they've met on opening day where Rivers United defeated Remo Stars 2-1 and 1-0 like that. So I think it's going to be a very tough one, a very nice one. But banking on what the Remo Stars guys just did winning the league, I don't think it's going to be an easy ride for Rivers United there. So fingers crossed, another exciting, very, very exciting one there. But for the opener, I think I would want to give it to Rivers United to still do another number over Remo Stars.
Wow. All right, so let's talk about the innovations and developments in the 2025-2026 NPFL. That's the Nigerian Premier Football League season, this coming season that's set to happen today. Yes, last week we talked about the EPL. Yes, the 2025 innovations. Now let's talk about the 2025 NPFL innovations. All right, starting is fixed league calendar alignment. The NPFL has maintained a stable, consistent season calendar. The 2025-2026 will run from 22 August 2025 to 24th May 2026. This fixed schedule is a major innovation in ensuring better planning and alignment with CAF and FIFA calendars. Now we'll talk about the stadium infrastructure upgrades, as clubs have been mandated to install standard LED floodlights and backup generators to support night matches and stable operations. No compliant teams risk losing their own venue privileges. And yes, there's also broadcasting and streaming enhancement. The league is actively seeking new broadcast partners and considering expanded digital streaming coverage, continuing the evolution of broadcast accessibility for fans. And the prize money is not yet released, but the league raised the champions prize money to 200 million. That was last season. And before then, it was 50 million. So hopefully we are hoping to see something new when it comes to the prize money.
At the end of the day, if we're beginning the season today where different club sides are there and they are really preparing to go all out and really play, defend, win and get this thing, and they don't know what they are getting, it seems a bit odd. Big ups to the Nigerian football Premier Football League there, they've really done well. The Nigerian Sports Commission, everybody, they've done so well. But seriously, when the season is starting today, with all of these new innovations, getting to make sure that our league starts in line with Europe, in tune with Europe and the rest of them, I think it should be a very good one if we're able to say, okay, right from the get-go, this is what you'll be getting. Eventually, everyone comes with their all guns blazing, spend money, get players, and really put all their fire all their guns and make sure they get this thing, because right about now we don't know if they're going to increase it or they're going to reduce it or they're going to leave it the way it was previously. So I think if they were listening to me right now, I would like to tell them that they're doing well, big ups to them. But at the moment, we should get to that particular point where even before the season starts, not us going into the season, before we start hearing that this is what before the season starts, let the contenders know that this is what you're going to get. So they start making their calculations, their pros and cons, know what to invest, know what they're going to get out of it. Eventually, so all these things get to be in place. But big ups to them with these innovations.
Just to be cheeky, let's compare the EPL innovations with the NFL. I mean, miles apart here.
Definitely, they're really miles apart. But in as much as they're miles apart, we want to encourage our guys here. They are doing well. I mean, with these innovations, as time goes on, we'll eventually catch up. So it's a nice one.
All right, talking about transfer, Nigerian Premier Football League NPFL winner with Rivers United, Dalitin Ovunda, has joined Nasarawa United for the upcoming 2025-2026 season. All right, the former Shooting Stars Atland and Aqua United goalkeeper was unveiled by the club with 16 orders at the Lafayette City Stadium. The club's chairman Solomon Babaji and team manager Adamu Musa introduced the new signing who will bolster the team squad. Now, some of the players that were bought are for this team: left back Ike Midinachi, yes, Imo Prince from Eyimba FC of Aba, Lawa Akani from Kwara United, and also we've got defensive midfielder Goze Ume from Eyimba, goalkeeper Olue Onu, yes, from Ikorodu City, Lagos, yes, and central defender Moses Boita Testuan from Lobby Stars of Makurdi, and central midfielder Olawale Olajide from Dragons FC of Benin Republic, attacking midfielder Vincent Akapi, yes, from Bendel Insurance, and also Victor Ekioke, and centre forward Paul Itim from Lobby Stars right there.
I find this quite, I don't know what to say. Is it laughable right now? I mean,
why?
You're signing 16 players, all right? That's even more than the first 11. What happens to the remaining 5? I mean, this is a very rare case. It doesn't always turn out good. I don't know what Nasarawa United and some other clubs are doing, going to get over a total first 11 to come and build yours. I know the best you could do as a team, as a manager, as a club, is to go get 6 or 7 players.
But we
build
saw
on continuity.
You saw Eyimba release about 20 players.
You can imagine. I begin to think that this is one of the difficulties we have with the Nigerian professional football, rather Premier Football League, where you have to release a whole lot of players, and then you are going to have to spend so much to recruit new players to come and play for you. Players who you don't even know, you've not tried. I mean, look at the time they're announcing the signings. If they had done this some time ago in May, June, when that last season was ending, so that by July they would have bonded, and then we'll know that something is going to come up. But now you're doing it now. How do you intend to tackle the likes of Rivers United and Remo Stars, who are always doing so well? I fear for these people, Nasarawa United, precisely because it might not work for them, but I wish them good luck.
All right, still talking about the NPFL. Yes, Shooting Stars yesterday announced some players that would be joining them. All right, so this time there's a contract details. Now, some of the players is Chidebere Diamond, yes, from Eyimba, 1-year contract. Amusa Jamiu Opeyemi from Gateway United, 3 years contract. Monsor Saleh Aliyu from Katsina United, 2 years contract. Austin Tochukwu from Eyimba, 2 years contract. And also Ozuve Emmanuel, Remo Stars goalkeeper last season, 3 years contract. Sunshine Stars former midfielder Awosomi Promise Abiodun, 1 year contract. And also Ayodele Ismail Iyonda from Sunshine Stars, 2 years contract. And yes, one player I admire so much, Ayobami Jr. Abiodun. People call him Agba. Yes, he has been re-signed by Shooting Stars Club of Ibadan from Oyo State. He's from Oyo State. And yes, 1 year contract. Also, we are seeing Shooting Stars. Their graphics, top notch. I saw it on their Instagram page. I love the fact that these new innovations with 3ASC, they are gearing up, and hopefully, yeah, I mean, one thing is you can be doing all of these things at the background, but when it comes to the match itself, it might be a town or different from Bolabad, but we're hoping that they will do well. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, with the new innovations and with what we're now seeing, because previously we've not really had clubs that come out to say the number of years the contract have been signed. They started this. Eventually, let's hope that as we go forward, we start to see how they eventually bring the responsibility, accountability, and all of that to play. It's a really nice one. I mean, we are rooting for our own club here. Definitely, by God's grace, we should go somewhere higher, finish fourth or higher this time around.
All right, leaving the MPFL, let's talk about Nigerian players abroad, as Nathan Teller is targeting a place in the Nigerian squad to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Teller was omitted from the Super Eagles squad to the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire, where they finished second place, and the Bayer Leverkusen star is yet to make such impact at the international level, having just made appearances for the 3 times African champions right there. And talking about his ambition, yes, this was what Nathan Teller said. He said, because I missed out on the AFCON last year, my first aim is to be part of the squad for the AFCON 2025 because I saw how well the boys did, and obviously the final was unfortunate. Seeing the boys representing my country and our country doing really well made me proud, and that's what motivated me more. Yes, that's Nathan Teller hoping to join the likes of Ademola Lookman, Moses Simon, and Samuel Chukwueze right there. It's one of the wingers too. It's a very good winger, speedy one.
I think it's a nice one. I mean, what we've always cried for players who really want to come and represent the team, represent the country, not players who we have to beg to come around. And if he's saying he wants to come and represent, I think it's a very nice one. However, I think it's going to be difficult for him to find his way into the team when we have the likes of Lookman, who has registered himself very well in that particular place. Moses Simon also doing well there, and Chukwueze. But if as time goes on, let's see how he plays with Ten Hag and Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah, that's the most important
thing. If he's able to give the numbers, if he's able to perform, definitely Shell should get him to come and play for us back at home.
All right, leaving Nigerian players abroad, let's talk about the Chelsea West Ham game. Daniel is not around to talk about it because that man, we need to banter him. But yes, last week, West Ham, they lost 3-0. 3-0 to Sunderland. And hopefully they'll be looking forward to getting their shape back. And Chelsea also, they drew their last game. And what do you expect from these two guys? Yes, Chelsea, West Ham. Who do you think would go on to win the game?
I think it's going to be an easy ride for Chelsea because
you're not so confident about West Ham.
Having lost 3-0 to Sunderland. Moreover, yeah, exactly. Moreover, if you look at the stats, Graham Potter, that's the West Ham manager there. I think for some time now he has found it quite difficult to win against Chelsea. Dating back now, not about Potter now, but if you look at the last 10 matches between Chelsea and West Ham, I think Chelsea has won 7, they've drawn 1 and lost 2. So it's a really tight call for you to. I mean, looking at what happened over the weekend, the opening day fixture where West Ham had to lose to Sunderland, I think it's going to be a difficult one for them. I see Chelsea with this their very vibrant squad demolishing, maybe not too much demolishing, but then a 2-0, 3-0 victory for Chelsea over West Ham will be my call.
Okay, and you said your MPFL prediction is
Rivers United to defeat Remo Stars 2-1.
2-1, oh wow. And yes, Bayern Munich and against Leipzig.
Bayern Munich, Leipzig. It's going to be another interesting one, exciting one there, but I want to give it to Bayern Munich. They should be able to just blow Leipzig away. Another 2-0 victory for them.
All right, it's time to go. Yes. Thank you so much for coming, Fortune.
Yeah, well, guys, keep it up. Keep it locked, rather, because we're going to be here back in the evening to discuss lots of sports stories on the cruise with the guys. Just keep it locked. All
right, so join us later today, 6 p.m., the cruise, the sports segment, where we dissect some of their stories extensively. And yes, tomorrow, 12 to 1 p.m., Sport Echoes, I would be the one in front of you doing justice to all of that. All right, until later today, when I come your way again, I'm Akimbobola Egofemi. Good morning.
All right, so we're back to it. It is 8:51 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. And we are going to talk about something really, really, really exciting in a bit. Yeah, so there was a report that was issued, or should I say a statement issued by the Chief of Defense Staff this yesterday, and he has said that Nigerians should go learn, combat skills, go learn Kung Fu. I mean, so you can defend yourself. We'll talk about that and how it affects you as a citizen and a Nigerian. Okay, but in the meantime, it is back to the music. This one is Drilla doing Celebration. Stick around, don't go anywhere.
La 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 la. Cambio mucho, vengo sul cuento. Se no mama is from bed. Si cambio mucho, vengo sul cuento, yeah. Se mama is from bed. Say I'm a hustler, came from the street, not a regular. I'm a different breed, I know be local. I'm be 40, no. Say if you check, you go see. Say the bed you done this sweet for body. Say what lie I admit, I don't go international. Cambio mucho, vengo sul cuento. Say no mama is from bed. Say cambio mucho, vengo sul cuento, yeah. Say mama is from bed. Say the way I dey feel in my head, it dey shock in my head, it dey spin, I dey feel it from my body down to my spinal cord. The way I dey feel in my head, it dey shock in my head, it dey spin, I dey feel it from my body down to my spinal cord. Inclusive sunica me ligero mi misma. Pronto me divirá. Se na over sabi be worry me. I been on my body, they pepper me. I feel like it's my birthday, let's celebrate it. Come over prime time, I'm a nah. Say I be street kid, gone now. And they call me on my road. When the street see me, it's a party time, come let's celebrate it. Let's dance it, let's dance it.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Energy, baby, big energy. Give me ginger, no show me messy. Come love on me, girl, I'm ready. Big ways and they know me, you know. Diamonds on me, you shot, no. Two girls on me, we come for the fun. Money day for me, day for the ball. I'm all go man, go. Give me your body so. I'm a sexy lady so go. When you did on top. Not many things for your fine body. When I need love, I go call on you. Sissy Belebe, come make we dance, would you?
I like a tunju, want to turn me on. I love what you do, you know I'm on a mission. I know your body, oh bad girl, cause it's confusion. Whatever about me, really, on what condition? I can't get enough. If you give me job, really solve any call, cause I'm in love. I'm really skinny tall, but you don't pay on. I want to propose it. Or body won't be, I'm really only but there's something moving. More than no day.
I deserve the love, you know, so want me. I'm all the feel I'm jada. When you don't they want me, I'm just bomb me. I'm all I go pull up jada. I'm all don't they take the things you want. I'm all the one go out now. I just want you tonight.
I can't get enough. If you give me job, really solve any call, cause I'm in love. I'm really skinny tall, but you don't pay on. I want to propose it. Or body won't be, I'm really only but there's something moving. More than no day. I like a tunju, want to turn me on. I love what you do, you know I'm on a mission. I know your body, oh bad girl, cause it's confusion. Whatever about me, really, on what condition?
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody.
trendybeats.com.
I
music on Trendy Beats.
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
Of the House, that is the Honorable of the House this morning, and as always I would be bringing discuss to the forefront or to the floor, and you as the Honorable will have the floor and tell me what you think or what you make of the conversation at hand or the discussion at hand, so to say. All right, so earlier I hinted on what we'll be talking about today. We would actually be doing this for about the next 25 minutes. We'll be doing that, talking about this. So yesterday, news actually broke, and that every Nigerian should learn combat skills and for self-defense, according to the Chief of Defense Staff, that is CDS General Christopher Musa. He called on Nigerians to acquire basic combat skills as a part of essential survival training in today's insecure world. Now, he spoke as a guest on Channel's television yesterday, the program Politics Today, and he likened self-defense training to other fundamental life skills such as driving and swimming, and stressing that it should be considered a necessity rather than an option. So in his words, he said learning combat skills should be taken just like learning how to drive or swim. Whether there is war or not, it is a survival instinct. In Europe, swimming is compulsory. Security awareness should also be compulsory because everyone must understand what security means. That was what he said. The defense chief then further suggested that the National Youth Service Corps NYSC program ought to play a bigger and greater role in preparing Nigerian graduates with unarmed combat and self-defense techniques. This is what the NYSC was originally designed to do. That was what he said, partly. But unfortunately, it has been reduced to just 3 weeks. We need to restore its purpose by teaching vital survival skills such as unarmed combat, swimming, driving, and basic security awareness, he explained. General Musa then warned that the world has become increasingly dangerous, with individuals who deliberately cause harm, making self-defense and vigilance a national priority. He then urged Nigerians to take personal security seriously and remain situationally aware of in their communities and about their communities as well, in order to identify and report suspicious activities. He said in his words, security is everybody's business. Self-defense is very important because it prepares you for the unexpected. We cannot afford to take these things for granted, he said. So that is the matter at hand right now. While a lot of people are saying that, so you mean that the security system or the security system in Nigeria is a very, very bad, that I should start learning, saying, hinting on the necessity and how it is compulsory in Europe to learn how to swim. So in Nigeria also, we should then learn how to fight as a means of self-defense. It doesn't mean that even the Chief of Defense Staff is giving up on the situation of security in the country. That is what a lot of people are asking, while some people are saying that, right, it's a right statement to make in this time and age, because, you know, the security officials cannot be everywhere at the same time. But what is your take as a Nigerian? The Chief of Defense Staff, Chief General Christopher Musa, has actually called on Nigerians, you and your family, to acquire basic combat skills as a part of essential survival training in today's Nigeria. What do you make of the statement? 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to either call me up on or to send messages to. You can also head to Facebook. We're streaming live on Facebook and drop your comments right there at Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM, that is the handle on Facebook. The Chief of Defense Staff, CDS, is saying that, you know what, you have to learn, combat skills, probably Kung Fu or something for self-defense. It has become really essential. It is part of an essential survival training in today's insecure world and by extension, insecure country. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Do you think that, this is something that a chief of defense staff should be saying, instead of saying this, probably improve on security? Or maybe it's a very solid advice to Nigerians to learn how to defend themselves. As a matter of fact, let me know what your take is on the situation. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to either call me up on or to send messages to me on. People are saying that stylishly, the Chief of Defense Staff is telling you that you are on your own, or maybe he has given up on the security, while some people are saying that it's a welcoming idea, as a matter of fact. We probably should learn a thing or two about self-defense so we don't feel entirely helpless when the situation arises for us to defend ourselves. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. While a lot of people are saying that this is also a welcoming idea, some are actually raising eyebrows, saying that what if, we become, very, very efficient in this combat skills and everything. So what does it mean in ripple effects in the society? Won't people take jungle justice to another level in the society? We would remember that this morning, while taking, the headlines from the front pages of various Nigerian dailies, we saw that there was a case of jungle justice gone wrong, where, someone that was, how would I say it now? Someone that was innocent actually was killed because of jungle justice gone wrong. Let me know what your take is. So a lot of things are actually attached to it if you look at it holistically. But let me know what your take is regarding this, statement made by the Chief of Defense Staff, saying that each and every one of us as a Nigeria, it's become essential for us to learn how to defend ourselves, learn combat skills, no matter how old you are or how young you are. You have to learn combat skills for self-defense in this ever-growing insecure world. Yeah, so that is the headline this morning on the front page of Nigerian Tribune says, woman mistaken for kidnapper in Kwara killed in jungle justice. She was mistaken for a kidnapper and she was killed. So how much more? When people start learning combat skills, you don't even need a group of people to kill someone. It could actually just be one person. Do you think it's a very risky statement credited to the Chief of Defense Staff saying Nigerians should learn combat skills for self-defense? Or you think, on the other hand, just as people have said online that, they're stylishly telling you you are on your own? And also, it shouldn't even be a statement coming from a Chief of Defense Staff because, this is what you do. You should protect people. You should protect Nigerians. Are you saying that the security system in Nigeria is not efficient and Nigerians should start learning how to defend themselves? 07055 071 007 07055 071 007. Now is the time to call me. You can also call me up on 07025 201 007 07025 201 007. You can head to Facebook as well and drop your comments at Melody 100.7 FM. That is the handle on Facebook. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning. My name is Solomon watching from Akubo.
Okay, good to have you, Honorable Solomon from Akubo constituency. Let's have your take.
Yeah, what you say is really a welcome development, but in the other side, it's a problem for this country. You understand?
How so?
Okay, they said
Hello.
That is good. You remember what happened between a farmer and a Fulani man?
Yes.
Okay, that farmer defend himself, but where is he now? He's in prison now. So, okay, what of farmland that killed, and I see someone wanted to attack me, and I overcome the person. They will now say that I killed someone and this and that. So I think they should not even go for that one. So, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Cause different problems for the nation. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution, Honorable Solomon. Good to have you. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. The Chief of Defense Staff is saying that you know what, you have to learn combat skills. The world is getting really, really tough every day. Insecurity is going up, and you can't wait, for every time. The security officials cannot be everywhere at the same time, right? So you have to learn how to defend yourself. Some people are saying that it's a good idea. Some are saying that it is not even a welcoming idea, right? Because it's risky. I just cited the example of the Jungle Justice gone wrong that was taken from the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning, where a woman was mistaken for a kidnapper and was killed. So there is also another example that my honorable just rightly said minutes ago about the farmer and the herder, where the farmer actually defended himself and killed the herder in the process. But the man is in prison right now. So where do we draw the line? 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker.
Good to have you on the show. Your name and where you're calling from?
Honorable speaking from Ibadan constituency.
All right, glad to have you here. Let's have your take.
It's highly necessary for us to be able to have self-defense to ourselves with the way things are going in the nation, especially on insecurities. But yes, we still, on the other hand, the judicial system, just like you just mentioned, check the case of that man, the farmer who defended him, and still for over 5 months that man has still been imprisoned. Because I know that's not a new news at all, and it's something that is obvious and clear. Headsmen have been accused, they've been terrorizing people in states and communities, and the federal government are not saying anything to do to this. Even some state governments are not taking responsibilities. Kudos to Oyo State government and the southwestern governors who have with that they will be encouraged to do their job well and even trying. So if state governors can do this in the southwest, in this state, charge us for the lives of their people and do the needful and not watch those people die like that, even while they are trying to still make ends meet for themselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable. All right, 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, good morning, Honorable Speaker.
Good to have you on the show, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
Here is Honorable Yewale from Mania constituency.
And good to have you. Let's have your take.
The Chief of Army Staff is saying what is right. But the type of training he's talking about is not clear to me. You see that individual will be receiving training relating to self-defense.
They said that you should go and learn on your own. No, you have to learn these things. So.
To go and learn it.
Yes.
Including arms taking.
Not arms taking, just combat skills like kung fu maybe, so you can defend yourself when the need arises.
So if the attacker is coming with guns, I should try to defend myself with their hands. Or which type of training? Because he's saying what is right, but he should let the training be measured with the rate at which the attacker is coming. Because train myself, bare hands, to face the attacker with AK-47, how does it correlate? So maybe the Chief of Army Staff to expatiate or elaborate more on the kind of training. If it involves me to take arms, if the attacker is taking arms, taking me, yes, it's...
But don't you think you taking up arms would actually be...
but not to take arms and not to tell the attacker to be coming with arms. That one will be okay. Because if it is physical combat...
but don't you think all of these will be very dangerous?
So for GOS, it's better to deploy army, to deploy forces into the public, to the bush, to the villages, for me, than for me to be training or receiving training. God help us.
Amen. Thank you so much, Honorable, for calling. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. We're looking at the statement credited to the Chief of Defense Staff saying Nigerians should go learn combat skills for self-defense. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning. I'm Solomon from Bodija.
Good to have you, Honorable Solomon from Bodija constituency. Let's have your take real quick. Oh my goodness, I lost that call. How about you call me back? Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Honorable Harun from Amloko area.
Okay, good to have you on the show. Let's have your take.
I think what the Chief of Army Staff is doing is a good thing.
It is the Chief of Defense Staff, actually.
Chief of Defense Staff, sorry,
yes.
Chief of Defense Staff.
Yes.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. But the only thing is they need to enlighten people more about it. Because these things are done outside the country as well, some foreign countries, whereby at least people learn some skills to defend themselves. And this will as well help each and every one of us. By the time they know that, oh, this person I'm going to meet, I think he has one or two skills that that I'm not even aware of the kind of skill he has with. So this will restrain people from attacking one another as well. So, and going by some other countries whereby they allow them using ammunition that are licensed. So that doesn't give them the room that you can use that ammunition unlawfully. You will be penalized for it. So definitely, if you learn a skill, combat skill here, and you use it wrongly, there should be a law that will guide that. If you use it wrongly, or your household, maybe your wife or your children, or your neighborhood, this is the penalty. At least this will calm people from using it unlawfully.
Okay.
It's a very good idea. It might not even be to human being alone. It might even be to some other things that could happen in the house. The skill can be helpful.
Yeah.
To some other things. It can be helpful for some other house attacks as well.
Thank you
and
so
it will
much.
make someone to have a very strong heart.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable, for calling. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages. Head to Facebook, drop your comments. Melody 100.7 FM is the handle on Facebook. All right, this one is from Omogbolawo Ayinde on Facebook. Says good morning to you too. Eniola _ says they are indirectly telling you that you're on your own. If you like Madeira, okay. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. There is Dotun Papa saying, so it is combat skills. I would face a person carrying gun. Resign if you don't have an idea on how to rescue military officers on the mission without sophisticated guns to face the enemy. All right, 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025201007. You can head to Facebook and drop your comments as well. This one is about Kesolo saying we are in trouble when military asks you to learn how to fight karate with laughter emoji. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025201007. Just underscore Melda says, Dear God, my country can't afford to secure me anymore. They've asked that I learn self-defense in case anything happens. You and I know that's a mission nearly impossible. So my Father, my God, please do well to never leave my side. Thank you for answering my prayers, because I know you did. Okay, that's what's come in form of a prayer. 07055 071 007. 2 more minutes and we would wrap up this conversation. We're talking about the statement credited to the Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa, who has called on Nigerians to acquire basic combat skills as part of essential survival training in today's insecure world. He spoke on a television program yesterday and he likened self-defense training to other fundamental life skills such as driving and swimming, stressing that it should be considered a necessity rather than an option. What do you make of this? 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is. Do you think this is a welcoming idea, or do you think that it shouldn't even be uttered? Because, the judiciary system is just still somehow, when you say learn to protect yourself, defend yourself. So what happens when something goes wrong? And I come back to quote this, and I cannot even be vindicated because I was told to go and learn self-defense. Someone was coming to kill me and I killed the person, but I have to still go to prison. Don't you think it's a bit dicey? A classic example is that of the farmer and the herder, where, he was defending himself, by mistake, killed the herder, and he's still in prison. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on or to text me on. Let me know what your take is. Is it, a very good thing to do, or do you think that, it shouldn't even be coming from a chief of defense staff to say Nigerians should go learn how to, to self-defend or to learn combat skills, so to say. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007. Okay, this one is from, it says, okay, you didn't add your name. It's a message. It says, and every Nigerian should be paid 50,000 naira for learning combat skills to defend him or herself. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. This one is son _of Grace says, how many of his family member has he taught the skills? This country is just a joke. 07055 071 007. I want to say a big thank you to every single person that called in, that sent messages, that dropped a comment. Thank you so much. We'll wrap up People's Assembly for today, but it returns on Monday on Melody Sunrise between 9 a.m. and 9:30. Okay, so this is Faust the Bad Guy with Majid. The title of the song is Old Soldier. I think it's kind of like, we're up there. But anyway, stick around, keep it locked. Mechanics Lounge comes up in a bit.
Oh, soldier never die. I'ma make I give you reason why. I get the coconut had a long time. Since 1990, about your time. Dal Shalewa. So fupe mo bere mi de. Ori ade o kishere. I'm on a big man move we they make. No retreat, no surrender. Hands in the air now. Collect my people go. Before alarm go blow. Voila.
Soldier never die. If
If you check am, you for vet am, you go realize. I'ma come on, I'ma low you dey visualize. Yeah, who she go get am, I dey sympathize. Woman, give you the bulala. Give anyone, he say we they come. We got you surrounded now, ain't no way to run. And we know they fear uniform, man, we carry gun. Come on, connect biology, chef and daddy one. Man, I pull up in a classical Toyota Celica. Americana made you like the mission, I want to be checked by the day, Latin Geneva. Oh, Denny Febawaja, I want to take a shower. Oh, soldier, they for rain, sunshine, and Hamatan. Oh, soldier, ready lay down in life for fatherland. Oh, soldier, we don't die many times, so badawa. Shenyalo Fasheruba, go unnecessary.
No surrender. Hands in the air now. Before let my people go. Before alarm go blow.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Big up on yourself, you don't know it's set, man. We say Afro dance out to the world like the top and kings for sex.
I'm anti-fragile, so anti-social. Anytime I post down, it's a massive pull up them there. You know them there. You know them there.
Taking it global, never with the local. Shut them like total. Putting this shit in the head. Straight in the head, you know. Capara head.
Christopher Columbus was a blasted fire. Me had a preacher just shut up anytime when we pull up, but they tell them I run it up, run it up.
Only Jah know, oh I mighty than dada. I saw we take over the place on fire for the reason. Nobody can come my dada.
We headed to the top, yeah. Feels good at the top, yeah. Straight to the top, yeah. Oh I. We headed to the top, yeah. Feels good at the top. Yeah, we headed to the top, yeah. No,
my journey has never been easy. Well, if I focus, steadily speed, yeah. I saw the blessings doubling every day.
Started like a dream when I was 6 years old. Look where we are now. Nobody know tomorrow. Celebrate today, don't forget tomorrow. We headed to the top, yeah. Feels good at the top, yeah. Yeah, oh, we headed to the top, yeah. Feels good at the top, yeah. We headed to the top, yeah. No, I'm anti-fragile, so anti-social. Anytime I post down, it's a massive pull up them there. You know them there. You know them there.
Taking it global, never with the local. Shut them like total. Putting this shit in the head. Straight in the head, you know.
Christopher Columbus was a blasted fire. Me had a preacher just shatter anytime when we pull up, but they tell them I run it up, run it up.
Only Jah know, oh I mighty than dada. I saw we take over the place on fire for the reason. Nobody can come my dada.
We headed to the top, yeah. Feels good at the top, yeah. Straight to the top, yeah. Oh. We headed to the top, yeah. Feels good at the top, yeah. We headed to the top, yeah. No, I'm so mad.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Well, I pray that the universe gives you way more than you deserve. And when the tears fall like shooting stars, remember who you are. Just look up to the sky, you'll see. Well, I pray that the universe gives you way more than you deserve. When the tears fall like shooting stars, remember who you are. Just look up to the sky, you'll see. I'm coming back for you. Coming back for you. Coming back for you. Ooh, you were never alone. Girl, I'ma see you someday. I know that I'ma see you someday. And I go take you someplace. I know that I'ma take you someplace. I no go ever leave you out. I no go give you no wahala. Always be there for you. Coming back for you. Coming back for you. Coming back for you. Ooh, you were never alone. Oh, I'm coming back for you. Coming back for you. Coming back for you. Ooh, you were never alone. Coming back for you.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM.
Nights like this, there's something mystical about nights like this. Any concept of time don't matter. Thoughts in my mind, fill my eyes with water. I try to talk to God, and I close my eyes, but I don't see anyone. I still pray for forgiveness every time I sin. So don't leave my faith in the hands of my enemies. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me
Melody FM 100.7.
I'm looking forward to a Friday, they must. If you no get money, no collect the table, because
some a day go good, some a day go bad. Achiri moja balos ungalam. You dey play the work, very soon na jawo. Baba God don't like liability. Secure money, secure for you, secure for family. Secure money, secure for you, secure for family.
I'm looking forward to a Friday, they must. If you no get money, no collect the table, because
the matter never won't fight, but you won't fight. I give you people, give you people. I am in your money, call I'm more. Allah, my chocolate like mommy, go funny. No idea, or you pull your jack in la eta. Oh, my killer, the family, I want your back, oh, my jama. That's so too bad. When I come out and I'm feeling nice, that popo, secure money, secure for you, secure for family. Secure money, secure for you, secure for family.
I'm looking forward to a Friday, they must. If you don't get money, no collect the table, because
no lose God, anybody fit or no picker. Let's see what do money they suffer. I will go shopping, lower reaper. Once in the kima no get them go. Me we get to ginger before. No let them see you finish. That's in there, they can't go. Billing. You get why I know they feel billing. My shoulder is raising because my savings is too big.
Secure money, secure for you and me, secure for family.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Game start. Kissy face, sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Red hearts, that's what I'm on, yeah. Come give me something I can feel. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? See tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the
Melody FM 100.7. Melody 100.7 FM.
Why don't you bring it on my way?
Oh, me run my way. You can take it slow, baby. Control the pace. Where I rotate, baby, that's a little taste. Where I rotate, I'ma put you in your place.
Bad girl, no delay.
Baby, let's. I don't wanna stop, baby. I don't need a break. For the rose, no, I don't wanna wait. We can go late, make my body celebrate. I just wanna back it up, come beat. Say your name in key. I what you want from me. I just wanna back it up on beat. Say your name in key. I've been waiting all week, so tell me where you wanted me to be. Yeah.
Freeze, at your back, the way I like it, can't deny. Your body bang like dynamite. You the feel I'm your kind of nice.
See me, eye to eye, we go back to back, we go 9 to 9. Body on it, dynamite. Take you to my posy, we can finalize.
Backstroke on it, swimming in the kid to kill the buzz. Do everything to me, but baby, don't stop. You don't even need my consent, killing me, baby. I just want a little bit of your time, make a day so. Make we day tonight, take a dog call up. You can call me every time you want more. Move that thing, come rest on me now. I get the kind of way, go make you bend for me now. All night, baby, all night. Bend your, hold my hand. Now you can make it fantasize. I've been done in all your river night. Come on, time, you're my vibe.
I just wanna back it up on beat. Say your name in key. I know what I want from you. You know what you want from me. I just wanna back it up on beat. Say your name in key. I've been waiting on it all week, so tell me where you wanted me to be. Yeah.
Freeze, at your back, the way I like it, can't deny. Your body bang like dynamite.
We go 9 to 9. Body on it, dynamite. Take you to my posy, we can finalize.
Melody FM 100.7.
Initiating rage process.
If only you can see what I see through my eyes. What I see through my eyes. It may be raining today, go sunny lọ́jọ́ mi. Go sunny lọ́jọ́ mi náà. Èmi tí yóò pa. I realize that I ought you like 10 times. Tell me what do I do with the distance? You know I don't wanna say bye-bye. And I give you my word for the last time. Mel be mel, but I go try. Giving you the love you deserve. I'm a baby, I'm a baby, I'm a baby. Anytime that you call, you know lelo. I'm a baby, just my baby. Can't wait to see my baby in my daily. Oh. Don't let nobody come they spoil this loving. I realize that I ought you like 10 times. Tell me what do I do with the distance? You know I don't wanna say bye-bye. And I give you my word for the last time. Mel be mel, but I go try. Maybe you be love you deserve. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I realize that I ought you like 10 times. Tell me what do I do with the distance? You know I don't wanna say bye-bye. And I give you my word for the last time. Now be man, but I go try. Giving you the love you deserve. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby.
All right, Young John doing 10 times, and with that, we're wrapping up the show for today. It is 9:53 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad, and it has been an amazing time on the show this morning. Okay, so it is time for me to step out, and you know it. Like I always do say, do not be a stranger. Follow us across all social media platforms, all at Melody 100.7 FM. Across all social media platforms, it is at Melody 100.7 FM. For me, it is at Bolabad across all socials. That is BOLABAD across all social media platforms. See you next week. Yes, Melody Sunrise will be returning, and I'll be returning to the microphone. And I have an amazing day ahead of you and a great weekend ahead of you as well. All right, till then, stay safe, stay dry. I know the weekend is for turning up. Make sure that you're not drinking and driving. If you're going to be drinking anything at all while driving, make sure it is water, okay? And just mind your business for a bit. And God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Show day and Oliver, the boy doing Screaming Beauty. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Now this is not just the music. I want you guys to feel the vibe. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Screaming beauty, beauty, beauty. My girlie body no be new thing. She's bad and bougie, sippy, don't berry. Take the flower, take the Gucci. I book off for first, put you for next. Spring body, make a caress. I back, I break my defense. Sticky body, now the flex. Oh, single. Oh, single, single. If I see you now, baby, I go crazy.